The MSPs and the AMs would be got rid of. The building is still there. We would have our Westminster MPs then, the 40, which would be elected as they are now. They would spend 3 weeks in London, and they'd have 1 week back in Wales, and in Scotland's case back in Edinburgh or wherever. That's how it's going to work. So the system would be is like the Grand Committee structure before, but it'd come back to Wales. What we have at the moment is we have this duplication when, I'll cite my area of Mid Wales. I've got a Liberal Democrat MP and a Lib Dem AM, but I've also got another 4 AMs. There's too many politicians. But when you've got 2 like that, there's duplication. We feel that the public have had enough of this. They're finding things very tough and too many politicians, so we want to get rid of politicians. We all know what a farce the situation is in Brussels and Strasbourg. I'm in Strasbourg next week, and it's madness that the millions are spent taking everybody from Brussels to Strasbourg for 10 or 12 times a year just to vote. It's crazy. No, the issue is that we can bring these politicians back to Wales so they can regenerate things in Wales, that they can be more focused in Wales. I think what has happened in the past, perhaps, is when MPs have gone to London, they've been in London for too long. Coming back for that 1 week, they can get about in Wales and they can do things with the community. They need to be over here. And I think we've got the buildings in place. They're not going to go away. They can be here. So my answer is that they're 3 weeks in London, 1 week back in Wales.
But how would we pay for them to stay here?
Well, they're living in Wales to start with. We pay for them to go to London at the end of the day. MPs, like my MP in Brecon and Rowden, they travel from Brecon down to Cardiff for that week. And then the other 3 weeks he goes to London. So it's straightforward, really. I think we're concerned about the way that the Assembly is now going on building other buildings. You know, look at Merthyr Tydfil, they built a big one in Aberystwyth, Llandudno. They're creating this empire in Wales. Well, to me it's wrong. Yes, we'd have to find another use for it, that's still for discussion, but yes, it could be used for other things. But it is a concern that we've got all this money spent on public building.
But better to have it empty than have it full of an extraordinarily expensive extra rank of bureaucrats and politicians which aren't necessary.